vast, dimly lit hall. The floor was a checkerboard of black and white marble. The flickering glow of wall-mounted candelabras danced against ancient stone walls. Shadows clung to every corner. Around a massive circular table sat figures, cloaked in long black robes, their hoods hiding all but the curve of their lips twisting into cunning smiles. Only one among them wore white, a doctor's coat gleaming unnaturally in the darkness. All eyes were locked on a giant screen mounted above the far wall, where the earth rotated slowly, until suddenly, a metallic virus-like object shaped like the COVID-19 virus descended and shattered on the globe. A message appeared in ominous red letters. 1 billion. Golden control. Who once spoke? Only silence. And that slow, deliberate, chilling laughter echoing from mouths you could not fully see. Far away, in a small house on the edge of the city, a young mother sat on the edge of her bed. Her child Adam lay trembling in her lap, his forehead burning with an unnatural heat. She placed the thermometer between his lips, eyes wide with worrying. He whimpered softly, face flushed and sweating. She whispered to calm him, "Shh, my love, I'm here." But days passed, and the nightmare grew deeper. Strange red rashes began to appear on Adam's face, first behind the ears, then spreading down his neck, across his chest, and onto his back. Bright red blotches like a curse etched into his skin. His coughing worsened. His little body shook with every breath. At the doctor's clinic, the mother clutched Adam tightly as she sat before the physician. Dr. Ahmed flipped through the file, then looked up. "Has he been around anyone sick lately?" She nodded hesitantly. "Yes, our neighbor's son was sick, but they said it was just a fever. He didn't touch Adam." He paused, then asked, "Has Adam received his vaccines?" Silence. She lowered her eyes. "No, he hasn't." The doctor raised his brows. "Why not?" Her voice trembled. "I was scared. I read things that vaccines kill children, that they inject viruses to weaken their immunity. I read about it in this leaflet." A flashback. She remembered the day she almost vaccinated him. She stood at the health center, Adam in her arms. But just as she reached the door, another mother whispered in her ear, "Don't do it. My baby died after the shot." That was all it took. She turned and fled. Tears streaming, heart pounding. Her doubt won over her fear. Back in the present, she handed a folded flyer to the young medical intern nearby. "Read this," she said. "See it for yourself." The intern unfolded the paper. It read in bold, "The vaccine is slow death. Don't hand over your child." Dr. Ahmed leaned over to examine Adam. He opened the boy's mouth with a wooden spatula. Inside, on the inner cheek, he spotted them tiny white specks, like salt grains. He muttered, "Koplik spots. Classic measles." He proceeded to examine Adam's body. The rash now blanketed his trunk and limbs. His breathing was shallow, his lips dry and cracked. He winced in pain as the doctor checked his ears. Later, in the staff lounge, a group of interns gathered around Dr. Ahmed. He spoke firmly. "Measles isn't just a rash. It's a deadly viral illness, spread through the air through droplets. It begins like a cold, fever, cough, runny nose. Then comes the rash and Koplik spots. But the real threat lies in the complications." He paused, eyes serious. "Pneumonia, brain inflammation, severe middle ear infections leading to hearing loss. It crushes immunity. There's no specific treatment, only supportive care." He looked around the room, voice rising. "And yet, there is a shield, the mRNA vaccine. It's our only true defense. First dose at 9 months, booster at 18 months. Some countries offer a third in outbreak zones." As Adam's condition worsened, he was rushed to the isolation unit. Beeping monitors, sterile masks, and gloved hands surrounded his tiny frame. His mother stood behind glass, watching helplessly, tears streaming down her face. Soon after, a delegation from the Ministry of Health arrived. Inspectors, doctors, officials all came to assess the situation. The case was flagged as a potential outbreak. A health alert was issued to all centers. Awareness teams mobilized immediately. But then finally light pierced the dark. After days of care and struggle, Adam smiled. He ran through his living room, playing with his brother. His laughter filled the air like sunlight breaking through a storm. The very next morning, his mother took him by the hand and walked to the city's health center. There, in a clean, quiet room, Adam received all his overdue vaccines one by one. He didn't cry, he didn't flinch, and she smiled softly, whispering, "Forgive me, my son. My fear almost cost you your life, and in the end."
Dear mothers, listen well. Vaccines are not a threat, they are protection. The MMR vaccine is given at 9 months and again at 18 months. DTP diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis starts at 6 weeks. Repeated at 10 and 14 weeks. Polio, hepatitis B, tuberculosis. Each vaccine is part of a carefully crafted national plan to safeguard your child's future. Choose science. Choose life. Choose protection. Don't let fear write your child's story.